Welcome to the Digital Campaign Manager of Digital to Doorstep. Here in this module, you're able to view a report of the people or businesses that were on your website. This report can be filtered in the following ways: by residential visitors, by business visitors, by time and date, and by 3 different interest logics that I will explain here shortly, but first, let's learn how to generate a report. To generate a report, we'll want to select a date range. So I'll choose May 15th. And we'll have it start at 12 a.m. and the end date of today, June 3rd, and then end at 11:59 p.m. Now we segment the report by residential visitors or by business visitors. Finally, we select the interest logic. The interest logic can be calculated in 3 different ways: by timing, by scrolling, and by clicks. The first way to calculate the interest is by timing, which means the report will show you which page the visitor spent the most time on during their browsing experience on the website. In the report, you will see a percentage score for the interest logic. This percentage score represents the amount of time out of their total time on the website that was dedicated to a certain page. So for example, if they visited the website and were on the website for a total of 10 minutes, and 6 of those minutes were on the service page, that visitor's interest would be on the business service page and have an interest percentage of 60%. The second way to calculate interest is by scrolling. This means the report will show you which page the visitor scrolled on the most. This comes with an interest percentage as well. For example, if a visitor scrolled halfway down a page and that was the most they scrolled on a page compared to all the other pages on the website, their interest percentage would be 50% since they scrolled only halfway down on that particular page. The third way to calculate interest is by clicks. This means the report will show you which page the visitor clicked on the most. This also comes with an interest percentage. For example, if a visitor clicked 100 times on the website and 75 of those clicks were on a specific page, 75% would be the interest percentage and their assumed interest would be on that specific page. Now that we know what the interest logics are, let's run a report and go over some of the data. So I'm going to run a report from 5:15 to 6:03, viewing only the residential visitors and by time. So for this first entry here, for one of the visitors, their IP address is here, the address here, the latest visit, and the page that they had interest on was the new vehicles page. And they spent 76% of their time on that specific page. The names were identified related to this specific address, and you can see them listed here. If there is an employer that it finds, it'll show up in this column here, and their age is listed in this column here next to their specific name. Let's look at one more here. Okay, so for example, this entry here, this visitor, this is their IP address, their property value, the latest visit. The page that they had interest on was the home page, and their interest score was 50%. So that means that they spent 50% of their time on the home page. Over here, it shows who's identified to live in that house, their employer, and then their age if it's available over in this area as well.